Voisin.
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Hello? Truly 25780?
Welcome to Soccer Babylon.
You're watching the BBC. Oh, Scotland have just qualified for the Euros!
Well, you know, a successful football team is like a right good cup of tea, you know? It's well brewed, right stewed, stushed, and it's sugary, but with just enough bitterness, you know? And above all, a football team, like a cup of tea, should be hot. And if it isn't, you use the hairdryer to heat it up. Paul, call yourself a cup of tea! How long have you been brewing? You're a disgrace!
Well, what a year for football. Europe seems set to scrap the 3 foreigners rule, or as we call it in Scotland, the 8 diddies rule. And staying with Europe. Did playing these European games on a Thursday cost Celtic vital league points? Let's hope so.
Tonight, 3 middle-aged men wearing clothes far too tight for them will try to cross their legs. And fail. Should the player have been sent off? Yes. No. No. Yes. Maybe. Possibly. All we are saying is the game is screaming out for consistency. Why can't referees be consistent? You mean like us? Yes.
Welcome back to Football First, where it's time now for some exclusive First Division action.
For me, James, the proof is in the pudding. It could be a black pudding, a white pudding, a mealie pudding, or my personal favourite, a big chocolate gâteaux with fudgy bits. Alas, but I fear our pudding will be one of the frozen ones out the freezer shop that you can taste the box after.
So who will it be, Celtic or Juventus? It's a mite drafty up here in the Stadio del Alpi. I'm glad I dug out that old St Mirren muffler. Score stands at 2 apiece. 2 remarkable, wonderful goals and a couple for Celtic.
Well, Archie, the turning point was the red card for Edgar Davids.
Oh, no, Billy, I can't agree with you there. The turning point was the Edgar Davids red card. Utterly vindictive, unjust treatment of a man with glasses. You may have it. Trezeguet, Del Piero, he's no Baggio. Neil Lennon, he's no Del Piero. Agat, Valcheren, Amoruso, a fine name for a footballer of Italian stock, and penalty!
Well, that seemed harsh, Archie. I can only presume the ref saw something that we didn't.
Well, speak for yourself, Billy Stark. That was clearly, definitely, unequivocally a penalty. Whatever it was for, Amoruso steps up and whoop! Justice is done! Forza Juve! She may be an old lady, but she's made an old man very happy tonight.
Yes, this is me, Chick Young, and with me now, Juventus ace Del Piero. So, Derek, what about that astonishing turn past Rangers' Alex Cleland? Talk us through it, amigo.
Sì, come ci dice Patricio e...
What a deep goal.
Hello, Paul. Yes, Paul. Well, Paul. People tend to forget that European teams have a quality that our teams lack, and that quality is quality.
Have you ever been late?
No.
Any traffic convictions?
I don't think so.
Have you ever stuffed a club by legging it at a crucial point of the season?
Well, that depends on what you mean by stuffed a club and legging it at a crucial point of the season.
In a dangerous world of duplicity, deviousness, and dodgy diddly-diddly-dee deals, Brendan Rodgers is the Irishman.
I will give my life to this club. Sorry, now, who is it I'm talking about again?
Brendan Rodgers, the Irishman, in cinemas, on Netflix, at the Barras, on DVDs.
New from JLM. Now the people of Scotland can feel safe and normal with Scott Coupon. Designed using the very latest developments in cloth and stitching, featuring state-of-the-art elasticated loops for comfort, safety, and hanging onto ears effectiveness. Scott Coupon includes innovations especially for the people of Scotland. The hole for a fag, the flap for a bottle, the opening for chips. Beat the virus without improving your health with Scott Coupon. Available from all good pound shops that sell cheap pish.
I'm Michael Portillo, and what a journey I'm on this week in Scotland.
Be well I am. Shut it!
Yeah, big man. That's Wally.
Here, mate. Hey, what, hold that a minute. Get my sauce on it. Cheers, boss.
Michael Portillo's Great British Rail Replacement Bus Service journey. Auchinleck to Newcombe.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord. And I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh, Lord. Can you feel it
Do I care about the environment? Me? I'd shag the hole in the ozone layer. Jock Thin, eh? The big man. The quiet man. Who could be a loud man. And the proud man, but humble. The big, quiet, who could be loud, proud, but humble man. That was Thin. An uncomplicated character. You know, I remember Jock telling me about 1967, when the victorious Celtic squad travelled back from Abbotson's airport to Celtic Park by luxury coach. You know, he spoke fondly of the scenes in the street and the sense of achievement, and the argument with the board over who should pay the bus fares. You know, back in the old days, they used to say if you dropped a stone down a Lanarkshire coal mine, you'd hit a decent footballer and probably kill him.
I'm Grant Stott. I'm on the high bees.
I'm Andy Walker. Welcome to Scott Sport. Coming up on tonight's show, all the weekend's action that you've seen 100 times already. The same old questions about Hearts, a patronising wee pat in the head for Jim Jeffries, who's doing a great job at Kilmarnock, and a chance to win that dream ticket.
And coming up later, all the weekend's action that you've seen 100 times already, the same old questions about Hearts, a patronising wee pat on the head for Jim Jeffries, who's doing a great job at Kilmarnock, and a chance to win that dream ticket.
And joining us tonight, through to tomorrow morning are Graham Spears and Hugh Cavins.
Rovers now about to bring on Kevin Gallagher there, who some feel is a little bit injury prone. Well, judge for yourself.
Now, the history of classic cinema is littered with masterpieces with one-word titles. Ingmar Bergman's Persona, Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo and Jean-Luc Godard's Breathless. Well, now there's a new film on that list and it's called Kenny. It's about Scottish footballing legend Kenny Dalglish. I'm delighted to say I am joined now by the eponymous hero himself. Kenny the man, you must be thrilled to be the subject of Kenny the movie.
Maybe.
So tell me, what's Kenny about?
I'm sorry, Muriel. I can't tell you. I'll waste it for folk who haven't seen it.
Well, let's just talk a little about the creative process. How did Kenny come to be made?
Well, somebody phoned up Ken Dalglish and says, we're making a film about Ken Dalglish called Kenny. Would Ken Dalglish like to be in it? So Ken Dalglish asked Ken Dalglish. Ken Dalglish says aye. And so Ken Dalglish ended up in a documentary called Kenny.
So it's a biopic?
It's got nothing to do with washing machines.
Well, you spent most of your life in Liverpool, but would I be right in saying that you're still very much a Glasgow boy?
Oh, aye. I mean, despite my Liverpool accent, I'll always be a Glasgow boy because, as the saying goes, you can take the boy out of Glasgow and you can take Glasgow out of the boy, but you can't take the mickey out of Ken Dalglish.
Well, so now the movie is in the can. Do you think your experience will change cinema?
Could be, could not be. If I could change one thing about the cinema, I'd bring back the big bars of nugget they used to sell in the foyer, because they were gallus. You know, you could pull at them with your teeth for ages, stretch them for miles and chewing them for days. You know, just thinking about it brings a smile on my face, as you can see.
Well, finally, is this film one for the Oscars?
I think it's for everybody, whether you're called Oscar or not.
Kenny Dalglish, thank you very much indeed.
As for me, you know, I love scoring goals, you know. However many I scored in my career, you know, every single one was unforgettable, you know. I mean, every time I banged one in, you know, I'd raise up, you know, one arm in the air like so, you know. You remember? I put it in my hand, remember? Like that, you know. That way, you know, if someone in the crowd was maybe wondering who it was that got the goal, you know, they could look down and say, oh, look, it was a mongoose. Yeah, it was him, you know. And at the same time, you know, I could look up and see, you know, I'd be like, oh, it was me. Yeah, I tell you.
He was the individual the Teddy Bears thought was going to save their club, but he ended up in court facing charges of fraud. Now, to commemorate wee Craigie's acquittal and the Rangers fans being left not knowing who to blame, the Loyal Mint have produced a limited edition replica of the £1 coin White used to buy Rangers from Sir David Murray. This limited edition collector's item comes with an exact replica copy of Rangers' notification of administration, plus a dictionary which contains the definition of the word liquidation, and a genuine replica Donald Finlay QC presentation pipe set. The Craig White limited edition £1 commemorative coin used to own, to treasure, to throw at opposition players and fans.
Look, the law lords have said it, right? Between 2001 and 2010, Rangers operated a dodgy financial system that gave them an unfair sporting advantage over everybody else, and this has to be acknowledged. Look, I am, however, a reasonable Celtic man. So look, I'm not calling for title stripping or medals taken back. No. All I'm saying is that a wee asterisk be put against the titles and the cups Rangers won during these years. And a wee line at the bottom of the page that says, asterisk denotes cheating bastards.
You see, for pre-season training, we pure went to New York and stays in the Brooklyn Hotel.
I says these Yanks must be pure into football if they name a place after David Beckham's wedding.
Well, you know, Hatchaburic was called the Holy Goalie. And then he put on some weight. So he became the Roly-Poly Holy Goalie. And then he got a tattoo of a monkey bearing its bum. So I suppose he became the arse-holy Roly-Poly Holy Goalie.
And Scottish football has been rocked by a bribery scandal. A sting set up by the Banffshire Gazette uncovered the stench of corruption in the Aberdeen and District Amateur Football League.
If I'd like, Ken, I can have one with the officials, no problem. I can make sure the result goes the way you want it, Ken, but it'll cost you 3, maybe 4 packets of tatty scones. Maybe you can sign another laddie, but yeah, you have to keep me sweet. Have you got what we discussed?
Absolutely, yes. It's all there.
Ah, good. That's 4 sacks of turnips, a bag of cement, and a poke of sour plums.
You join me at the home of one pupil as he opens his envelope to find out his higher results.
Here we go. Oh, brilliant. I get A's in English, chemistry, biology, history, computer science, geography and physics.
Are you surprised?
Oh, aye. Only sat my Nat 5 in woodwork.
Hello, I'm Professor Jason Leach, and I know what you're thinking. A professor from Airdrie. But it's true. I am a professor, I am from Airdrie, and I am the cheery face of the global pandemic. So, if you have any questions, fire away.
Does a global pandemic include Scotland?
Good question. As Scotland is technically part of the world, then yes, it does.
Is it coronavirus or COVID-19? What's the correct term?
You can use both. Had it originated in Japan, it might have been called the coronavirus. Or if a symptom was foaming at the mouth, the cremola-virus.
See how the environmental folk are going on about the discarded masks in the seas and the oceans? Is that not a good thing for the fish?
That's a good shout. As far as we are aware, there have been no reports of fish catching COVID-19. So the masks ending up the sea must be working.
See when you're in your house and you hear a thud and you look and there's a shape of a bird on your window? What is that?
Well, a lot of people have been asking that. That's caused when your window is hit by a bird-shaped object, possibly a bird. Coming soon to BBC Scotland, a brand new case on a brand new island.
So this is Millport.
Millport. A unique location for a unique type of crime.
Something washed up on the beach, sir.
Just as I thought, a gonk. Find witnesses. Knock on every door on the island. Take 25 minutes if you have to.
Featuring loads and loads of staring out to sea and contemplating. With a guest appearance by him that always plays a creepy hermit, playing a creepy hermit.
You've come alone.
Aye.
Then that'll be 50 pence, please. Enjoy your round.
Millport, an island like no other.
Sir.
Shh. I'm staring. Featuring high-speed chases. This is Millport.
It's the dead eyes. They give you away. And that wee smile, you're fooling no one.
Every game in the SPL is difficult. That was a hard game today. I mean it. I really do. There were times when I thought we might not score a 6th goal. And let me add that at no stage did I feel complacent, even when I put on my substitutes, Sean Maloney, Stephen Craney, and Stephen Crenny's pal from the bookies.
So, Walter, you old silver fox, looking back over your totally sensational, utterly astonishing, omnisciently magnificent career, what for you was your greatest achievement with Rangers? Mine was 9 in a row.
Well, obviously, you know, that was a memorable achievement, but I think the thing I've enjoyed the most is working with the players, you know, past and present. I know the current squad gets a lot of criticism, but at the present moment, you know, I'd say that Alan McGregor is the nearest thing I've ever seen to Andy Gorham. And to be fair, you know, the lad's not a bad goalkeeper either, you know.
Any more news on the takeover? Will you have a war chest for your assault on the Europa League?
Well, I've got no news on the takeover, and there's no likelihood of money to spend.
Well, that is an outrage. I personally think it's time the Scottish Government stepped in, introduced a new tax, the Rangers tax, and all the money raised be given to you.
Well, that's very kind of you, Chick, but personally, I can't see that happening.
Just leave it with me. Finally, Walter, on behalf of the Rangers community, as you approach your final farewell, I don't think I'm in any way going over the top when I say that not only should you receive a knighthood, but George Square should be renamed Walter Square. They should ditch Andrew and make you St. Walter, the patron saint of Scotland. And your birthday, should be a national holiday. Walter, as you walk the streets amongst the people of this great country, may you be serenaded by Bon Jovi. Good night. And thanks for the memory.
Thanks, Chuck.
Excuse me, sir. Can I ask your opinion on something?
Sure, Dom. Fire in.
I'd like to ask you what you think of the Scottish Parliament's plan of introducing wild beaver to Scotland.
Wild beaver?
And with Manchester United still chasing this elusive goal, it'll be interesting to see just how much extra time the man in charge has decided should be played.
Immediately after the investiture, you and Prince Charles had a quick word.
Aye, that's right.
Can I ask what you said?
It was nothing much. I just says to him, I was a king when I was 25. What age do you think you'll be before you're one? I don't think he was too pleased.
2 minutes to go and it's still nothing each here at Ibrox in this pulsating Old Firm clash. Headman has the ball, he passes it to Baldy. Baldy slips it to Lambert, Lambert forward to Larson, Larson through a goal, and they close to Beaton. Klaas saves the shot, Klaas gives it to Moore. Moore passes, but it's in the jump from Baldy, but Klaas saves. Moore clears. The clearance goes to Moles, Moles is through, Moles goes round Headman, Moles must score, Moles on the goal, and Larson scores for Celtic! Impossible! How did he score from his own goal line? Unbelievable! And Larson fixes the radio! Is there anything this man
back to the World Cup, and I saw Craig Brown very recently, actually, and I said to him, Craig, you're going to France then? He said, yes, Toulouse. I said, yes, I expect you will.
They've beaten us, terrific, you know, but we beat them first, terrific. You know, I still think there's a lot of work to be done, you know, between now and when we win the tournament next year.
You're more, Kev.
Scotland boss Stevie Clark. For the first time in 22 years, Scotland have qualified for a major finals, an occasion of great joy and untold happiness for the nation.
It's true, but I won't be getting carried away.
Here a World Cup souvenirs. Here a Scotland souvenirs now. Here a official World Cup Scotland salute.
Well, you know, as you say, you know, it really is an honour, you know, to be awarded whatever it is I've just been given, because you know all those players. I mean, they were so lucky to play with me, you know. Jimmy Johnson, Jimmy Baxter, Jimmy Cranky, Jimmy Somerville, Jimmy Shan, Jimi Hendrix, you know, and Jimmy Stewart. Oh, it's a wonderful life, you know, it really is. And Jimmy Craig Cohn, and I don't care, and Jimmy Cagney, you did it right, you did it right, you know. Look at me, man, eh? Chop of the wood, eh?
And now, will you please welcome, dancing the cha-cha, the very lovely Miss Gina Lamar and Mr. Chick Young.
You taking the piss here?